Well, football season, of course, is in full swing right now, and with it comes major safety questions and concerns for parents. And while helmet technology is improving, many still wonder, is the game too rough to play? As KCAL 9 Randy Page reports tonight, experts say parents need to do their homework to protect those young minds.
When young bodies collide on the football field, they usually get right back up and keep on playing. But not always. 10-year-old David Sumner died from a severe brain injury after colliding with another player at football practice in Simi Valley in 2009. That same year, high school defensive tackle Edward Acuna was severely brain damaged during a game in Pomona. We met him a year later and witnessed the devastating impact from his massive concussion.
Do you want other kids playing high school football to know what happened to you?
So what do parents need to know to answer two important questions? First, do I want my kids to play football? If the answer is yes, what can I do to make sure they are as safe as they possibly can be?
When kids are really young, what is it about their brains that makes them more fragile?
There are a lot of differences.
UCLA professor of pediatric neurology, Dr. Christopher Giza, says parents have a lot to consider when deciding whether or not their kids should play football, particularly when they're in elementary school.
Skull thickness is less, neck strength is less. The wires in the brain have insulation on them, and the younger your brain is, the less insulation you have. That insulation turns out to be a factor in protecting you from injuries. So the less insulation, the younger you, the more vulnerable you are.
And he says young kids often don't know how to explain how they're feeling when they have a concussion, so it's important to have trained adult eyes watching over them.
What kind of medical supervision do they have? Do they have athletic trainers available? Probably not. Most youth sports don't.
Then there's the issue of helmets. As it stands now, there are no specific standards for youth football helmets. Instead, there's a more general standard that applies to head injuries for all ages.
There are some youth helmets that are absolutely terrible, very terrible.
Ken Sokolsky is a mechanical engineer who's been testing football helmets for nearly 3 decades.
This helmet is a helmet that came out late 1980.
Sokolsky conducts impact tests using test dummies, which measure how well the helmets cushion the impact. He says some helmets perform much better than others, but there's no way for parents to know because there's no independent standard to measure them by.
This is a crisis situation in my mind.
You need the research to drive the standards.
Dr. Giza says while football can offer benefits, including healthy hearts and strong bodies, parents who decide to let their kids play football need to do some homework. What kind of shape is the equipment in? Are the helmets in good condition? And do they fit properly? Do they have athletic trainers available? What kind of training do the coaches have and the officials? His most important message for the parents of kids who are playing football: when in doubt, sit it out.
If you're not sure, they take a big hit, they're nauseated, they're dizzy, their memory's not good, they sit out.
Consider the stakes as this little guy prepares to take on another player in a practice drill.
Oh my gosh.
Randy Page, KCAL 9 News.